imagine the love that you desire while embracing your own completeness and authenticity. So let's get into it. So first, I'm going to do a reading for all of you. It's a collective reading. And the first card that came was Archangel Michael, trusting heaven. You are safe. Angels, stand close. Surrender your concerns and allow a miracle to come. Archangel Michael, allow a miracle to come. Did y'all hear that? The next one that came was Saint Germain, karma releasing. Move beyond drama, create your own path, make room for good energy. This is so pertinent for now. Create your own path and make room for good energy. The third one that came was Freya, phases, and cycles. There is a beginning within every ending. Illusions are revealed and released. I want y'all to hear this because this is phenomenal and it is so appropriate for now. And so the first one was Archangel Michael, trusting heaven. You're safe. Angels, stand close, surrender your concerns and allow a miracle. So look for the miracles. Be on the lookout for a miracle to happen. Saint Germain, karma releasing. Y'all, listen to how this sounds. Move beyond the drama. Create your own path and make room for good energy. I'm telling you, this. Listen to this. Freya, phases and cycles. There's a beginning and an ending. There's always cycles. There are always patterns. Illusions are being revealed and released. Illusions. So look beyond all of the distractions and all the things that are going on, all the rhetoric and all that stuff, and look for your miracle to occur. And also know that it's time for you to create your own path. It's time for you to make room for good energy. It's time for you to do you, what you are called to do. So that is that reading. This is the collective reading for today. And so, in visualizing your ideal relationship from a place of wholeness, that is what I'm talking about today. Because what we do is we use our own divine imagination in order to do this. So imagine the love that you desire. So if you don't have it, or you haven't seen it, or you don't know it, or you don't think you're going to get it, or whatever, begin to visualize your ideal relationship. And visualize it from a place where you can imagine the love that you desire, but also knowing that you're not looking for somebody to complete you because you're already complete. So you're doing it from a space of completeness and authenticity. And so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start with self-love. How you doing? And no, wholeness begins with in. So definitely, this is one we have to go within. Self-love, go within. Recognize that you're already complete. You are already complete. You're already worthy. You're already deserving of love. Because when you visualize your ideal relationship, don't see it as something that fills void or something that completes you. No, it's just an addition to the life that you've already built. It's an addition. It's not this person is going to complete me. None of that. The second thing is you want to get clear on your values. So, what do you value? What are your core values? What moves you like nothing else? What are your non-negotiables? What are things that you must have in a relationship, in a partner? What are things you must have? What are your core values? What things mean so much to you that if that other person does not value that, you can't be together? Think about that. Sit down and journal on that and see what that is for you. For me, freedom is my highest ideal. Intuition and fun. So those are things that I love and that I must have in my life. Now, it took me years to figure that out. Really, I sat with it one day and journaled on it because it came up in, of course, a program that I was doing. And so it took me years to figure it out. I didn't know. But once I figured it out, then I knew, and my non-negotiables, then I was able to attract the love that I was seeking, because I knew what I was looking for. And so a question you want to ask yourself is, what kind of partnership uplifts and enhances my soul. What kind of partnership are you looking for? The third thing is embody the energy that you want. Embody the energy that you want. So imagine how it feels to be deeply loved authentically. Imagine that. Imagine yourself being in a relationship where you feel honored and you feel loved. Tap into that feeling. I'm telling you, and every time you can do it, tap into it. If you can, when you go to the bathroom, if you can tap into it, just start to get yourself in that space where you are feeling loved. You want a partner that communicates openly. Be someone who values and practices honest communication. Reflect that energy you wish to attract, because that is really why we are looking for relationship. So the next thing is focus on mutual growth. Visualize a relationship where you and your partner are two whole individuals. Now here I am again talking about that, nobody completes you. You can be supported because that's what you want. You want somebody that's going to support your growth, somebody that's going to recognize and value who you are. You want to see yourself as collaborators, as working together to create joyful and purposeful life while respecting each other's individuality. So this is not two people morphing together and making one. That's not how that goes. You each are individuals and you come together to co-create, to collaborate. The next thing is you want to use affirmations to anchor into wholeness. Affirmations can solidify your sense of completeness. So some things you might want to say are, I am whole and attract love that honors my wholeness. I'm whole and I attract love that honors my wholeness. My ideal relationship is built on mutual respect, love, and joy. Another thing you might want to say is, I deserve a partner who values me as I am. And that was one of the things that I said so much. Anisha, thank you for joining. That's one of the things that I said plenty of times before I found my love, before he found me. I deserve a partner who values me. Those are things I told God. I was like, God, I deserve a partner that values me as I am. I deserve somebody that's going to love me. That was the things that I said. You can create your own affirmations around this as well, but those are some to start with. The next thing is you want to release the when and the how. And that one, y'all, is very difficult and hard because I'm telling you, when you decide and when you start to get in alignment with who you are and you start becoming the love that you seek, like really becoming that person, and so when you become that person, then you're a mirror for the person that you are seeking, and that person can find you easily because you're shining your light. Why? Because you're trusting the universe, God, source, the one, and you're trusting that you're going to align with the right person. Why? Because you are the right person. You're mirroring what you desire and what you want. Wholeness includes faith that the timing and the path will unfold perfectly. So focus on being your best self while staying open to love. And so I'm going to tell you how that worked for me. I trusted the universe. Matter of fact, I went clear across the country. Like I went from the East Coast to the West Coast. And I did it because God told me to go. Now, did I know at the time that God was taking me out there to my husband? No, I didn't know. I didn't have one at the time. I wasn't really looking. I was at a point in my life where I was looking for me and I was looking to connect with me. And I think that's how that happened because I was there. I was at a place where I was connecting to God on a deeper level, which meant connecting to me on a deeper level, which meant understanding and knowing who I was and what I wanted. After being married to a man for 20 years that was abusive and did not value me, I was looking for that. One of the things that I put, and I'm going to go into this too, I wrote a list and I put on the list, I want somebody to love me. One thing I said was I want somebody to love me. But what I really said was I want them to love God. Because if they love God, God will show them how to love me. And that's exactly what I got. And I wasn't talking about religion. I'm not talking about somebody, not that. I'm talking about somebody that has a connection to the source, to God, to the one, to the universe. So, when you release that when and the how, it's going to really give you freedom. It's going to give you freedom because you just have a knowing that that person is going to show up. You have a knowing and you're not worrying anymore. And so in that, I want you to definitely journal. Definitely journal. Get a piece of paper and write down the things that you desire in a partner. And you can go as deep or as surface as you want. I would advise you go deep. And then also make a list of the non-negotiables, the things that you must have in a relationship. The things that you must have. Like one of the things that I was going to have was a person who was faithful, because I had a cheater before. Didn't want that. But you see, I didn't focus on I don't want a cheater. I focused on I want somebody faithful. You see how that shifted the whole narrative by saying what you desire and not what you don't, so that you're not, giving that to the law of attraction so it can attract that same type of energy. No, I said, I want somebody that is faithful, somebody that loves me, somebody that is supportive. These are things that I said, and I said a lot of them in the mirror, and I still say some things. I still do affirmations in the mirror. But I did that in the mirror many, 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 many days. These are things I said. And then I wrote the list. I wrote the list. I wrote the list. I did a thing. I folded it and put it underneath my pillow and slept, or put it inside my pillowcase and slept on it. I did some things. But it was important to know that I had let it go. I had released it. And even though I had a friend to tell me about December, before I left in January 2013, that I was going to meet my husband and I was going to meet him soon. And I told her, I'm not looking to meet a man. I'm not looking to meet, especially one I'm going to call husband. Not looking for that. And of course, 8 months later, I met him. And the thing about it is, I had done so much work around it that when he came, I recognized him. I knew who he was on the first date. The first date, I knew that that man was my husband. I knew it. I felt it. And the thing is how I knew that it was definitely right is because he also felt it as well. I told him and I was scared to tell him, but I did. But I knew. I was like, this is my husband. This is the man that I was made for. This is the man that I'm supposed to be with. And then the other part of that is no regrets. No regrets. Because people say, I ran into a lady in the store and she said, oh, I was with this one for 21 years. I wasted 21 years. As I said, no, 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 not wasted. Because didn't you get your kids from them? Yeah. So not wasted. Didn't you have experiences? Didn't you learn some things? Not wasted. So we have to be careful how we think about things and how we set those scenes up in our mind. How we create our own imaginations around the things. So the last thing is visualize the detail with emotions. So when you are visualizing, and visualizing is what? Imagining. Like Neville Goddard says all the time, y'all, imagination is the thing, but the feeling is the secret. So we're talking about visualizing the details with emotion, which is feeling, okay? Imagine not just the kind of person you want, but the feeling of the relationship. I mean, when I imagine that, y'all, I got giddy. And I'm a person, I'm 56 years old, but I love like Disney. I love cartoons and I love imagination and I love magic and these kind of things. And so I would even put those type of movies on to help me to get in that space where I could be free to feel good and just imagine. You know what I mean? And just imagine that, this is the relationship that I have. The things that my husband and I do now, I have imagined. I imagined us traveling, and like tonight we're going to a party. I imagine these things with him. I imagine going on a cruise with him, and we've done that. I imagine, driving across the country, and we've done that a few times. And so these things, but they made me so happy because number one, I love to travel. And so that was another thing that I put on my list, that I needed a man that, loved to travel or would travel with me. I needed a man that was going to support me in the things that I wanted to create, because I didn't have that before. But you see, I didn't say it in the negative. I said it in the positive. I want a man that's going to support me and my visions and my dreams. I need a man that's not going to try to tear me down. I need a man that doesn't think he's in competition with me, but knowing that we are together and we are creating and building together. So, the thing about those emotions that fill your heart is going to raise your vibrations. And I'm telling you, it's like opening up the light. It's like standing in the sun. It's like standing in the sun. I was actually just doing that. I was going to do this video like that, but it's too cold out there for that. So the sun is shining, but it's still, 37 degrees here, which probably for some of y'all is not cold, but for me it is, because I'm a tropical girl. I'm from Georgia. And so, anyway, but by visualizing from a space of wholeness, you want to shift your focus from lack. That's what happens. You shift your focus from lack, from what you don't have, to abundance, what you're ready to receive. This is going to magnetize the kind of love that complements your already brilliant life. So the thing that you're already creating, you know what I mean? It's like, oh my God, this is going to be like the cherry, on top of the icing, or the icing on top of the cake and the cherry on top, or whatever it is. But that's what it's going to feel like. And this is the space that you want to be in, because this is the creative space. You want to be in that creative space. You want to have your solar plexus nice and open. You want to have your sacral chakra nice and open, because that is your creative space, especially, as well as your sexuality space and all of that. You want to definitely be there, And the first step also is, making sure that your root chakra is taken care of. And you're right, Anisha, divine timings. Divine timing. I'm telling you. All I can say is, when I think about that, y'all see the smile that comes on my face is not, it's not a put on. This is how I really feel. And this is what I really did. So I'm sharing this from the heart, and I hope that it was helpful to you, and that, it's something that you feel like you can do. If you need some help, I have a manifesting love workbook, as well as a meditation bundle as well, that you can grab. I'm going to drop that in the comments of this video after I finish. But I truly do appreciate you guys watching. If you are subscribed, thank you, thank you, thank you. If you're not, hit that subscribe button. And check my description and look at those Amazon links that I have. I am an affiliate, but I am a budding creator. So I would love it if you would check out those Amazon links and see if there's something in there that you can grab. Also, I have my stand store in the description as well, with different services. I have plenty of resources in there, some free, some paid. I have my work, my membership, Remembering Who the Fuck You Are, where we dive into helping you to open up your gifts and really become the person that you are. Because here we are in this experiment where we are remembering. So we are remembering who we are every single day. And so you can come in that membership with like-minded people in a community that understands you, that gets you, because I understand that as well. Because I've been in spaces where nobody got me. Because I know that I'm different, I'm quirky, and I'm okay with it. And this is a space where you'll find those kind of people, if that is you. So again, I appreciate you. I appreciate, checking me out. I also got to show y'all my book, because I got to, promote. This is my book, Walking Away. And y'all, that's me, my different hair. But that's my book about my ex and that situation and the things that we dealt with that. So I would love it if you would grab that. It is on Amazon. I think the link is also in the description. You can grab it there. So I appreciate you, and I appreciate your support. If you are on TikTok, follow me there at Intuitive Tammy. I'm also on Clapper and Favorited and Fanbase, all at Intuitive Tammy. So you can follow me in any of those spaces. I don't know which one I'm going to be really building now, because of all the things with the TikTok, because I was there a lot. I actually haven't been there all week, but I come here live every single day. So thank you for being here, and I appreciate you, straight from my heart. And this is Tammy signing off with the $1 Billion Voice. Bye now.